What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and of course, the first anniversary of Danmachi Battle Chronicle has dropped literally like right now. So let's just get into it. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that old subscribe button. We're on our way to 11,000. We're getting there slowly but surely, but we're going to make it with your help. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, first things first, you guys know there's a brand new event and a brand new gacha, and I'm sure everybody wants to know about the new gacha, so we're going to kick it off with that. So, new gacha, and of course that is going to introduce this new Bell unit and an Eyes Assist, interestingly enough. So, let's talk about Bell here real quick. Going into our character details, power is 9950, HP is 9585, so good numbers on these. Strength 754 and int 691, and vitality 389 and dex 276. Now, you want to hold on to your seats because this Bell is pretty crazy. Attack multiplier of 144% with 4 front-facing round AoE attacks. Whatever. Applies, and I'm going to butcher the name of this, but I think it's pronounced Etuar? Etuar? Whatever. To your unit for 10 seconds on the third and fourth time. So, not the third one, but does apply to the third and fourth attacks. That Etuar raises strength by 1% and can be stacked, not once, not twice, not 10, 30 times. That is right. You can get a 30% strength multiplier once this unit is maxed out, which is insane. Then we come down here to technique 1. But your first kind of sub-attack. Attack multiplier of 140%, cooldown 405, front-facing round AoE attacks, applies 32.5% reduced technique cooldown to your unit, which is really nice, and applies 10% reduced special move cooldown, consumes 2 Etuar of that unit, but increases damage by 20% per. That means a 40% damage increase. 40% damage increase. And what's really crazy about that, that could be on top of the 30% strength increase up here. So everything is just stacking. This unit should be nuts. Technique 2, attack multiplier 165%, cooldown 800. 1 front-facing linear AoE attack. Inflicts burn for 10 seconds. With an attack multiplier of 4.5%, consumes 5 Etuar. You ready for this one? Consumes 5 and increases damage by 20% per Etuar consumed. That is a potential increase of 100%. On top of everything we saw prior, you can get another 100% on top of that. So, crazy. And that's not even the SA yet. SA is attack multiplier of 1123.2, which is such a weird, crazy number. Cooldown 3000. 1 front-facing round AoE attack applies 30% Etuar to your unit for 10 seconds. 91% increased technique gauge accumulation, which basically means that all your skills build faster. Says for 20, I'm assuming that's for 20 seconds. 16.9% increased movement speed and 5% continuous recovery. Activates a field for 5 seconds and inflicts damage with attack multiplier of 16.2 every quarter of a second. Bell is completely insane. This is a really, really crazy build. And I've already heard people talk about how hard the current event is. But first, let's go ahead and get into the character details for Eyes as an assist. Maxed out, she is power 7920. HP is 2950. Strength is 678. Int is 622. Vitality 73 and Dex 215. But what does she actually do? Attack multiplier 500. Cooldown 50 seconds. 1 front-facing AoE attack. Attracts a large number of enemies. So basically will aggro everyone in the near area. Applies 26% shield to your unit for 20 seconds and 32.5% increase action skill damage to your unit. Just basically makes your unit a complete monster. And if you stack all that on top of the other stuff that bell gets, it's crazy. Grants a constant burn increase of 37.5 when the enemy is burning in battle. And finally, second to last, when in battle, 30% stamina increase to your unit. Finally, when in battle, 15% wind damage increase to your unit. Crazy. So these units are completely and utterly nuts. Now, if you didn't notice, there's a big change, a huge change to the way these banners work. Number 1, the pity system. You no longer get a ticket at 8 summons. You now get a ticket for a guaranteed UR card at 16 summons, which is phenomenal. That is a huge change. Number 2, if we go into the draw rate, there we go. It is a 10% chance now to draw a UR card, which is totally nuts. So they increased the UR rate and they decreased your pity down to, 16 summons, yes, but that's still a crazy number of summons. So you should be getting the units here no matter what. I said it's 44,800 to get to go all the way through the banner. I have 39,025. If you don't think I can get another 4,000 in no time at all, especially with our login bonuses. Man, our login bonuses are crazy. We're getting a ton of Sealess. I think there's I forget, hundreds of Sealess up for grabs. And that actually takes me to the next big thing, which are our missions. So, we have the usual allotment of missions over here. In fact, if I go right here, there's a bunch of scene cards and stuff up for grabs, so go ahead and make sure that you are taking advantage of all that. This is a free-to-play Ryu scene card. I love the fact that it had Elise on there. But if you go over here to the event, okay, and go to check rewards, there is 50, another 50, go a little further down, another 100 Sealess up for grabs. So just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of Sealess. The event itself is pretty normal. I've heard tell it's a bit difficult, but event-wise, it's pretty normal. You just come in here, run the usual stuff. Obviously, the hard and very hard do unlock, and I kind of expect a lot more to unlock along the way. So it's not super crazy, but it is what it is. So that's the banner. That's more or less the event. What about the exchange? So obviously, as you run the event, you're going to need an exchange. This is a crazy one right here. With these first anniversary tickets, you eventually could get a free, not one, but it looks like 5 bonds, I think? Something like that. It's crazy. Is it not 5 bonds? Did they patch it? It looked like it said 5 bonds. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe it's just 1 bond, which would be fine. But nevertheless, you can get free bonds of Hestia. Now, if we go down here, so obviously we have the new Cadmus sword. We've got the new Diva Harmonia scene card. We've got tons of these things. By the way, they did add the new ability board to the game. So if we go in here to upgrade one of our units, I'll just grab Bell because he's pretty much first and foremost on the list, and go to the ability board. You have not 1, but 2 total ability boards. So lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ways to make your unit your own. Just crazy, crazy, crazy things. And if you hadn't noticed yet, when you go into any kind of event, long, short, whatever, go to prepare for attack. This should look slightly different than what we've had in the past. Now, next to all the scene cards, there's a little button that kind of looks like a refresh button. If you click that, if I can click on it, you can now select, depending on how many abilities you have in the ability board. The new ability board will give you the opportunity to connect up to 2 other battle items here. And essentially what's going to happen is your first battle item is a normal battle item. Your second and third only add stats. But those stats can be wild and game-changing. So, you know, that be what it be. All right. Just like I said, so much to talk about. And I don't even think I mentioned it, but if we go in here to the missions in the event, I'm sorry, wrong missions, click rewards in the event. I think I actually did mention this. Tons and tons and tons and tons of Sealess. There's even tons of Sealess in the missions here. Just all over the place. Tons of Sealess. Make sure you guys log in every day because we're getting tickets and Sealess every single day. And there's, I want to say, 300, maybe more, maybe 3,000. I don't remember the exact number. There's a ton of Sealess up for grabs basically upon login. So everything is just going wild right now. I don't even think I mentioned everything here. The one other thing I did want to mention, because if we go down here to the exchange, you can kind of see all these Hesties and all that good stuff. However, if you are the type of person that wants to whale in the game, if you go in here into packs and you go to limited time, these 2 first sales up here are phenomenal. This one, let's go ahead and click on it here. Actually, you know what? The better way to look at this, let's go back here to the news and where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Maintenance update. Is this the Harmonia Begins? That's her Harmonious Sword. Here's all the logins that I was mentioning before. It said up to 3,000 seals. I was right, 3,000. Felt like that was too much, but apparently it is just right. List of bonus eligible characters. So all these units will give bonuses. Let's go back out here to the notices. There's just so much, guys. There's so much going on right now. Here we go. Shop sales. That's what I wanted to see. If we scroll down, you will see these are just some general sales. This one right here, this is a big pack right here. First anniversary selectable limited time UR exchange ticket. You can exchange this ticket for any time limited UR. Any one of them, adventurer-wise. So that's kind of nuts. Also, let's go back into there. Shop sales. There's also, and that's a 1,000 paid sales. I think I'd have to go double check that. Down here, first anniversary selectable UR scene cards. So basically same idea, but scene cards instead. So very, 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 very much to kind of absorb in all of this. And I'm sure I've missed some stuff somewhere along the way because this is just a crazy big event. But if you go here to packs, you go to limited time. Here's this is 10,000 paid. The other one is 5,000 paid. And you'll see here the scene card that, or the event that, or the ticket that will get you. I think that one's different types of units, but this one is in the 5,000 pack is definitely a scene card. So there is so much going on here. So notice that these 5 tickets are for one guaranteed UR summon. The other one is for its own summon, which I think is only guaranteed UR some of the time. It's funky. But nevertheless, guys, so incredibly much going on. I've barely just scratched the surface. But we will be back tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully do some summons to have a little bit of fun along the way. Danmachi Battle Chronicle first anniversary is absolutely here, and it is so far completely killing it. So, let me know what you guys thought. We'll talk more about the events, talk more about the gotchas, talk more about all the stuff coming up here really, really soon.